Welcome to Mente Sana, the place where your inner growth takes shape. If you're new here and looking for inspiration, advice, and stories to help you improve yourself every day, you're in the right place. Each week, we bring you content designed to help you navigate your life with greater awareness and purpose. We invite you to be part of our family. Click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our inspiring stories and valuable advice. Today, we'll take you on a special journey to discover the 5 common habits that may be keeping you from the respect you deserve and how to change them. Get ready. Let's get started. There are times when we feel invisible, as if the world doesn't notice us. But what if I told you that there are habits you are maintaining that are keeping you from the respect you deserve? Today, I will take you on a journey to discover these 5 habits and how to change them. Habit number 1, avoid eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful ways to communicate trust, interest, and attention. Yet many of us avoid it, fearful of revealing too much of ourselves or appearing too intense. Avoiding eye contact can convey insecurity, distraction, or disinterest, even when that doesn't match your true feelings or intentions. Sometimes our habits arise from old experiences. Maybe as children, we learned that it was safer not to seek attention, or that our feelings and thoughts were invalid. But we can rewrite this narrative. Maintaining eye contact, even if just for a few seconds, can build bridges of understanding, respect, and connection. Next time you're in a conversation, challenge yourself to maintain eye contact. Not only will you show respect for the other person, but also for yourself. The eyes are the windows of the soul. Look and let yourself be looked at. Second habit, apologizing excessively. Apologizing is a form of courtesy, a sign of humility. But when apologies become excessive, they can become a sign of insecurity and lack of self-esteem. When we continually apologize, even for small things, we minimize our value and our presence. We diminish our esteem in the eyes of others, but above all, in ourselves. Learn to recognize when an apology is necessary and when it is not. Remember, self-esteem begins with recognizing your value and not minimizing your presence. Do not dim your light. Shine with all your might. Habit 3, don't set boundaries. In the vast universe of human relationships, one element stands out as fundamental to maintaining harmony and mutual respect: boundaries. Boundaries are similar to the invisible barriers that surround us, protecting our personal space, our energies, and above all, our sense of identity. They define what is acceptable and what is not in our interactions with others. Avoiding setting clear boundaries may seem harmless. Perhaps you are being polite or not wanting to create conflict. However, in the long run, this can lead to feeling overwhelmed, exploited, or disinherited. The main problem with not having clear boundaries is that you allow others to decide for you, to enter your space, to consume your time and energy without your explicit consent. Let's put it this way: if you don't tell people where your boundary is, how can they know? That's why setting boundaries is not a sign of closure, but rather an indication of mutual respect. When we talk about boundaries, it's not just about physical space, but also about emotional, mental, and energetic boundaries. It means protecting your inner peace, your self-esteem, and your overall well-being. Start with small steps. Learn to say no when necessary, communicate your needs clearly, and listen to the needs of others. And remember, respecting your boundaries is an act of love towards yourself and others. Fourth habit, talk only about yourself. The human being is, by nature, a social being with an intrinsic need to connect and share. However, in some circumstances, this sharing can turn into a constant monologue about one's life, one's experiences, and oneself. Incessantly talking about ourselves, in addition to being the symptom of insecurity, can create a wall between us and others. It is as if we were saying, deliberately or not, "I am more important than you." And this is certainly not a solid foundation on which to build genuine relationships. Talking about oneself disproportionately can arise from various reasons, perhaps to compensate for a sense of inferiority, perhaps to constantly seek approval, or simply because one has never stopped to reflect on the effect that our words can have on others. But the truth is that, in the art of conversation, listening plays as important a role as speaking. Giving space to others, showing genuine interest in their stories and emotions, enriches us and allows us to build bridges instead of walls. If you recognize yourself in this habit, don't judge yourself too harshly. Awareness is the first step. Start observing your conversational dynamics. Ask questions, show curiosity about the outside world, and above all, learn the art of active listening. Remember, in every conversation, there is a world to discover in the other. And the beauty is in the shared journey, not just the destination. Fifth habit, lack of self-esteem. The lack of self-esteem is like an invisible chain that keeps us tied, preventing us from flying towards our aspirations and living fully. Often, this insidious habit has deep roots, traced to negative messages received in childhood or traumatic experiences that instill doubts about our worth and abilities. Those with low self-esteem tend to devalue their own accomplishments, continually compare themselves unfavorably to others, and avoid situations in which they might feel vulnerable or exposed. But self-esteem isn't something static. It's like a muscle that can be trained and strengthened. The key is to start treating yourself with kindness and compassion, recognizing and celebrating your successes, setting healthy boundaries, and surrounding yourself with people positive and supportive. Remember, every person is a unique and unrepeatable work of art. You have an intrinsic value that does not depend on what you do, but on who you are. Embrace yourself with all your heart and begin the journey to self-acceptance and love for yourself. And so, friends of Mente Sana, we have navigated together through these habits, discovering how every single choice we make can influence the respect we receive, and above all, what we offer ourselves. Always remember that true strength lies in self-knowledge and in the ability to continually improve. If you found value in this video, we would be infinitely grateful if you would leave a like. And if you would like to continue on this journey of growth and awareness with us, we invite you to press the subscribe button. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for sharing these precious moments with us. Your presence, your reflections, and your commitment to change are what give meaning to everything we do here on Mente Sana. Always remember, the mind is our most powerful tool. Cultivate it, nourish it, and it will guide you to a life of satisfaction and success. See you next time, and keep shining.